When you're traveling around the world and find time now and again, anytime or anywhere, to stop at the roadside for a while, it won't be long before you see one of us, or meet one of us if you want to.
Now, Mickey, why do you own a Porsche?
Because I like them. I've driven a lot of cars over the years, American cars and other European cars, and the Porsche is just the best car I've ever driven. Like the way it handles, like the way it accelerates, like the gas mileage, like the whole thing.
Can you tell me why you're driving a Porsche?
Well, probably because it's the best car that I could find for what I paid for it.
What I always say is, there just isn't any other car like a Porsche. Like they say,
it's just a little bit more.
That's also true of Europe, from where Porsche has spread out a bit, as you might say. Who would have thought that back in 1948, at our works in Stuttgart-Zuffenhausen? Okay, wherever you go in the world, you meet Porsches, and people who drive Porsches, although they've an enormous choice of other cars. So why a Porsche? We just asked people at random, all over the place.
Hello, Mr. Gunnison. How are you? Hard to get out here, huh? Tell me, you have nothing but Porsches here. How many do you have?
7, actually.
7 Porsches.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have 7 Porsches?
Well, because I like them.
Well, okay, when you say you like them, what specifically do you like about the car?
Well, I think I like the fact that they're kind of a well-engineered car.
Uh-huh.
I'm an engineer myself, and I appreciate good engineering and good quality.
This is our production plant in Stuttgart-Zuffenhausen. Nearly everywhere where cars are built nowadays, there's a lot of automation. The assembly line, cadence controlled, leaves the assembly worker only time for 2 to 3 operations in a few seconds. We do things differently. We have an assembly line too, but our staff works differently, and each one of them is responsible for a pretty big portion of a Porsche. How do you like your job on the assembly line here?
At Porsches you've got more responsibility, and the line doesn't run like in Cologne or at Daimler's, and you can work more independently. It's a lot better than sitting on a dolly and being dragged along beside the car. The whole atmosphere is better here. You can time your work better because you've got more time for the car you're working on than on other assembly lines where you just do 1 or 2 operations.
This individual workmanship is impossible in mass production, of course. But why don't we produce large batches? That would certainly make the Porsche cheaper, and the shareholders could reckon with higher dividends. That's right, but all the same, we couldn't do it for 2 reasons. In the first place, a mass-produced Porsche? Unthinkable. It would lose its typical Porsche individuality. For all the perfection of material and workmanship, every Porsche has its own distinctive attributes, whether it's special technical equipment or other special features. Our clients' individual wishes can't be automated, so we deliver handcrafted quality, which is impossible in mass production. The second reason, our Porsche philosophy. We build cars, but not for everybody.
Here, for assembly line control, we have an inspection station for every 8 workstations.
Why did you choose this car?
The car is reliable and the service is good.
What's so special about this car?
The 928 styling is excellent, every convenience, especially the automatic transmission.
Why precisely this car?
What other car can you name me?
I decided on a Porsche about 5 or 6 years ago, and I just got to the point, I kept looking at them, and then I just decided to spoil myself and get one. And why it was a Porsche, I don't know. It's hard to say, you know. You read the magazines, you see them going down the street, and it's just something that I wanted.
Incidentally, before any Porsche is delivered to a client, it's already been driven roughly 20 miles under genuine road conditions. Every one, not just random samples.
About 180 items have to be checked. The whole vehicle, gearbox, transmission, engine, steering and roadability, airstream noise, rattling and rustling. The whole vehicle is checked to make sure everything is in order.
You meet Porsche everywhere. Incidentally, here we have two successful models, both designed by Professor Porsche.
The thing that finally sold me is I did drive one. You know, you hear about these things, and just you have the positive feeling going in, but then when you get in, and the response is so terrific.